Hello. This video is not scripted because I simply don't have time for one. The Twist anime is coming out tomorrow, and um, since the dub announcement, I have been drawing all the characters announced, just drawing everyone, and talking about the voice actors because I love English dubs very, very much. I was originally just going to show my original reaction because I recorded it, but haha, there was no audio. So we're just gonna talk about, what I wrote. I'm sorry if there's any like weird boiler sounds in the background. I am in a really bad location. So, my bad. Anyway, starting with Crowley, we have J. Michael Tatum, which I was so happy about because since the dawn of Twist and everyone, an English dub has always been a thought, and everyone wanted him to be either the Sebastian typecast as Jade or the greedy businessman typecast as Azul. And I don't remember what I thought, but now I think it's boring. And seeing him as fucking Crowley instead is so much better. It's like giving the vibes of when there's a remake of something and the original character makes a random cameo, like like fucking Lindsay Lohan in that Mean Girls remake, or oh my god, is her name Jodie Benson? Yeah, in the live action Little Mermaid shit like that, but that, in a good way. And it's J. Michael Tatum. I don't doubt his performance. He sounded great in the part we got. No, nothing to worry about there. Moving on to oh yeah, you can is interesting because he's not he's not someone who's had a long standing JP Seu for multiple years. So there's not as much of a pressure to get it right or something. Uh, but from what I heard from Jonathan Ha, he sounds fine. It's hard to say not insultingly. He sounds like a dude because that's just what you is. It's you, a guy, just a guy who's here. He likes kendo, I guess. Maybe I'm grossly oversimplifying him. That's might just be me. But then there's I don't okay. I hate Grim. Grim's a piece of shit. But Ben Diskin is oh my gosh. I read that and I was so happy to see him because I don't see him in as much anymore. It's a shame. Uh, honestly, he makes Grim sound cuter than he is. But I guess that's that. Riddle Rose Hearts. Oh my god. But they got Paul Castro Jr. And oh my god, I I read that and I was I wasn't expecting it, but I am so immediately on board. I want this now. He's the one we hear, the most of in the trailer, and it sounds oh, chef's kiss. Mwah, mwah. I I remember British Riddle was always a thing. British Riddle was always something people wanted, and it's not full British, just a little bit of a British accent, and mwah, mwah, beautiful. We got Ace. Ooh, Ace is so complicated because I don't like Ace. Even in book 7 now, I don't like Ace. But Max Middleman is such the perfect voice. I cannot think of anything that would be better. It's just great, perfect. I don't know how to describe it because I'm not a professional, but Ooh, that is like amazing choice. Oh, Deuce is Hunter McCoy, who I unfortunately haven't like heard before this, probably because the only thing I could find was Panty and Stocking, which I don't watch. Um, but again, he sounds real good in the trailer, and I think like if I had to make one fucking nitpick, it's just that like his voice sounds a little similar to Ace's, but that's not like a problem. It's just like a matter of distinction. Even then, it sounds good. I am We'll be fine. And then there's Trey. Trey's the weird one because well, Trey's not a weird one. So I saw Johnny Young Bosch in the cast list, and I was like, yes, that's that could be good. That could be great. But in the trailer, he is definitely a bit higher than I would expect. Like, because I know he can make his voice just a little bit lower, and it would feel like perfect. But also, it was a 2 second clip. A 2 second clip that we cannot judge the entirety of his performance on. And also, whether that or not, we should not be harassing the man over it. Oh my god, so many people have been rude about it. That pisses me off. Like, I wasn't expecting it at the as high as it was, but like, it's not a bad thing. I don't care. It's gonna be fine. You will live. Also, like, I know people like Trey, but I do not know who is so passionate about Trey that they are mad about that. Like, that genuinely mad about it. Oh my god, Cater is Michael Class. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation. Who also I have never heard before. But like again, it kind of the same with Johnny. His voice is a bit deeper than I expected, but it's got like the not like a like oh no like the zest, the Cater zest that I feel like would work. But also, I think someone was saying it was like one of his deliveries and later in the trailer sounded like completely different. So I don't know which is the normal one, but like I like the one where he's like introduced because it's like oh no yada yada. I like it. Let's see. Yoda is Major Attaway, who again I also haven't heard before this. I'm so sad. Um, he's done voice acting from I haven't seen the stuff he's in, but he's also in musical theater. And I tried to find the Aladdin soundtrack with him, but I couldn't. So all I could find was like one video to hear what he sounds like. But I like it. I think it's going to work fine. Um, yeah, obviously for the rest of these, we don't have any voice samples. So if I don't actually know what the voice sounds like, I can't say that much. But Leona's got, a lot of nuance to get right. It's, he's a main character. He's an Overwater. It's going to be a challenge, but this is like an actor. They're all actors, but I it's gonna be fun. Oh my god, Jack Howell. um, Cameron is it Nikad? I'm not. Again, these could be pronounced so wrong. I oh my god, that is unlike Leona. That is a voice I am familiar with, not because of like of anything, I guess, because of specifically the Wildberry ASMR. Not because I like Wildberry all that much. He's fine. I don't like think him and then immediately think, oh, Wildberry. It's just that I have that in my playlist and I listen to it unironically a lot. So I'm a little embarrassed, but I do know the voice. And adding I was thinking about like, yeah, they're not that similar. Like they're not like the same character when I was thinking about the differentiations in the voice. Because like Jack's, a bit rougher, but he's still like a sweet kid. He's nice. But then then I thought about it a little more. I'm like, okay, maybe it's not too different, but probably Jack would sound a bit more gruffer. Yeah, just gruffer, I guess. I don't know if I would say lower or not because he's still a freshman in high school. But I think it'll be fun. Oh my god, Ruggy. Ruggy, bro. I, because as long like I said, since the beginning of time, since the beginning of Twist, people have been making their dub headcanons and wants, and even the most recent like predictions and stuff. Xena Robinson was on there. I've seen people say they want Xena Robinson as Ruggy all the time. When I was thinking about it as well, I'm like, yeah, that would be good, but like, yeah, it would be good. Because like he has this kind of like rasp here, sort of. I don't know how to describe it or do it because uh, I'm not I'm not an actor. I don't have that skill. Um, but yeah, he has that right like rasp to it that's different from Floyd. I will talk about Floyd later. Um, and genuinely, I have no idea what the laugh is going to sound like because it is so distinct. And even in like the Japanese version, I'm like, is that even a laugh? I mean, obviously, it's just shh. I'm just, the laugh is very important. Ruggy is just a smug little guy. Um, Zeno can do that fine. But like, yeah, I'm glad he just has the perfect grasp for it. And I love that. Oh my god, Azul. I I've been following Alejandro Azab for like since, oh my god, what, 2016, 2018, something like that. Since I was in middle school. That's a little embarrassing. I knew I knew he played Twist casually. um I don't remember what his like TikToks about it were sounded like. um and I'm sorry, we were all hoping for give him a twist character. And Azul was such a fun choice. I, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of what I would compare it to sound wise, but like it's still gonna I'm still have fine. Emotionally, like reacting to this news, it felt oh my god, it felt like Sino. Like, as in, this is a franchise, a game I've been following for years now. And like I said, I've been following Alejandro Saab for ages. And then seeing him get to be in it is like instant tears, instant cries, instant fuck yes. Although I'm not as passionate about Azul as I am about Sino. But, that's still a point. Poor man is being bullied on Twitter. Free him. Then we have Jade. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting Jonas Scott because I don't. Because at least in my head, Jade's voice is a little like richer than Jonah's around here, I suppose. But like, it's not that I can't. That's just like the basic, the default. The closest thing I can think about is like maybe Volt minus the British part. And yeah, I think I want I want sleazy Jonah because I can't think of the last time I heard that. It's Yeah, no, I can't think of like that exact flavor that is Jade from anything Jonah's done that I've seen. So will be very excited to see that. I have nothing. I mean, I don't really have anything negative to say about any of these. If anything, just like a doubt or just a maybe a doubt or something. But like, not for the most part. Oh my god. Oh my god. Floyd. Oh my god. Okay, so what for one, Floyd is like was like my first favorite ever, and on my favorites list, like because I kind of kept like ideas for a dub in my own head that I never talked about because expectations and all that. But like Kellen Goff was always the top Floyd for me in my head, and seeing that on the announcements, I was like banging my fists because, like I said with Ruggy, they both have like a like very clear rasp of their voice, but Floyd's a bit different, more up here, which Kellen has, and ooh, ooh, and there were so many people making Freddy Fazbear jokes when that first happened. But yeah, he does the chaotic energy. He's got that freak in him. Not Kellen, Floyd. Floyd's got that chaotic energy. He got that freak in him. It'll be fine. It'll be fun. I want to see the laugh in the dub so bad. I have no doubts. I'm just so sad I will not get to see it till season 2. That is so unfortunate. Moving on. Oh my god. Colleen, we got AJ Beckles. So, okay. I um I saw AJ Beckles at Con once, but that was a bit ago before this was announced. Goddamn. I wish I knew about that or I would have had it in the autograph picture. But oh my god. I I feel giddy thinking about it. Like I don't know if it's very particular. I think it's just the thought of Kaleem mixed with someone who I do have like who I have met in person and gotten an autograph from. Just combined energy makes me giddy, and ooh, but even that because like we won't get more like super in depth Kaleem until like book 4. So like pretty much all we're reasonably gonna get is like ass on fire, which will be funny. But like announce all the seasons already, please. No, I'm very excited. I have no doubts. Like the first thing I saw on Twitter that day was him literally like changing his profile picture, and I still have that saved. It's mwah. Oh my god, Jamil. Jamil is being voiced by Nazi Tarsha. Um, like the instant thought is like, I want it so bad. I want it. I want book 4. These two make me just want book 4 so bad. Um, especially because Jamil's got one of like the best evil laughs, the best evil laugh in my opinion. And I want to hear it be done. I want to hear Nazi do it, and I don't know. I want to see that character. I literally watched I watched Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Is that the name of it? Oh my god! Because of the villain being voiced by Nazi. I wanted to hear his voice scheming, and I can get that again. And I want it, and I need it. And oh my god, yeah, the fucking bullying on Twitter. People are not bullying Nazi. Nazi is bullying. I mean, if you have been on the internet around him or Sayu at all, you know they got that dynamic where they just rag on each other. It is continued into the twist announcements, but is also horrifically beautifully in character. And even I was laughing at it, and then it wasn't until later that I was like, oh god, I will never look at Jamiyazu again. And then, like, fucking Andre talked about it on stream. He was like, apparently that's a ship, and people were finding it funny. And I was like, yeah. I mean, ship or not, it's just accurate. Anyway, moving on to Phil. Oh my god. I'm gonna try this. Nick Monteleone or Monteleone? One of them Monteleone, Italian. It's Italian. Monteleone, or yeah, it could be both. Not the point. Um, Again, I've only like seen him in reverse, unfortunately. Very opposite vibe of like Vil, and so it kind of like caught me off guard. But then I remembered, like, hey, acting is a thing. I have heard him talk in his normal voice. It is actually much higher. I think, like, thinking about it deeper, it could definitely work, especially because Vil, as a character, like, could have so many different English interpretations. Like, they could give Vil a fucking Valley Girl accent, and I wouldn't be entirely mad. So, yeah, Vil is just someone that, like, you could do a lot with. Um, and I think that will be fun with Nick. Apple. Apple is voiced by, yes, Jesse Nowak. Again, I'm pronouncing all these last names wrong. I'm so sorry. um, Obviously, Apple's whole thing is voice wise is being prim and trying to be proper, and then immediately switching to angry country accent and you know all that. Uh, Jesse is also trans, which, like, that's fine. That's not a big deal, but that definitely means a lot to people, and especially with Apple and his insecurities and problems. I am not I am not trans. I am not one to talk about it, but it is a very interesting note. I have unfortunately never heard um Jesse in, like, anything, so I can't say what his voice sounds like. Um, but like I think it'll be fine. Especially Apple's got fun stuff to work with, so yeah. Anyway, then we got Rook. Rook is so much. Rook is fucking flamboyant, freaky, kind of flirty, fucking French. And then they said they're gonna have him played by Matt Mercer, and it's like, ooh, that'll be so fun. I want to hear Matt Mercer being creepily, flamboyantly French. I don't have a lot else to say, just that I have full confidence. It will be fun, and I will be freaked out. Idia is being voiced by Koi Dao, which, like, yeah, Koi has a bit of like a higher, softer voice up here, a bit, sorta. Um, while like Idia out in public tends also to be up there, so that works. But then there's also Idia in his room being a annoying piece of shit gamer, which I think will be very fun to see Koi do. And yeah, the welcome to hell bitch thing. We all know. Um, Also, Idia has a really weird fucking laugh. I want to hear that laugh. I'm sorry, these segments are getting shorter. I'm having, like, I gotta, like, chill. But I'm just excited, but it's also getting late, and I need to post this video. Oh my god, Ortho is being voiced by Greg Finsegera, I think, who, he looks young. um, and he seems to be credited with more like child roles, so I'm assuming he has a higher voice. I do not know. I have never heard him before. I'm so sorry. Um, but it will be fun because, like if he's credited with a lot of child voices, makes sense to have, Ortho, the child. But I'm also curious as to the, robot aspect because I, like, off the top of my head, I can't think about how, like, robotic Ortho sounds. And if it sounds different between, like, before and after book six, or if there's, like, any filter on it off the top of my head, I, like, cannot think of it. Maybe that's a good thing. So I can't imagine what they will do as to, like, delivery and, like, any voice filters. So that'll be a surprise to see. Oh my god, Malleus. Mal- Malleus is such a big deal. He is the poster boy, not for, Heartslebel, but, like, for the entirety of Twisted Wonderland. He is the poster boy, like, maybe only after, like, Grim and Crowley, if at all. He has so much going on. He has all the subtlety in his full range of emotions that take so long to uncover and get through, all while you've got this, like, sense of power over him. I think Malleus is neat. um and he's voiced by Jacob Carlson, who I have never heard before. Again, like, there's still a few of these people I haven't heard. um and I don't know how he sounds. I don't know what it's gonna sound like, because I don't know. Like, because what's our first introduction of Malleus? Him being lame and saying, "You shouldn't know my name, or else, like, you'll be so scared of me, child of man. Teehee, I'm so cool." Stuff like that. And I don't know, but he's been like the sweetest fucking person on Twitter. He has, like, replied to my post about it, and I think he, like, liked every post about these, like, the voice actor stuff I made. Oh my lord. He just, like, it's funny that I think it's very in character that I cannot find, like, anything online, but then actually seeing him, post, he seems like the sweetest fucking guy, a delightful guy. That's great. Then we have Sebek. Ooh. If you know me, you know I fucking hate Sebek. um uh but, as a character, it's a lot of yelling. It's a lot of big emotions. It's very quick changing emotions, but it's always yelling. And he's being voiced by Danny Kramer, who, again, I have never heard outside of, like, Genshin NPCs. um so I don't know how he's going to sound. And I can't really remember any posts about it. I just remember seeing some reposts of drawings of Sebek with his dog. So I can't say much, but I pray for his vocal cords by the end of this. Uh, Silver, 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 as we all know, literally my last video was all about Silver. He's my favorite ever. I love him. I love him. I love him. The fuck was that? And he is being voiced by Alex Lee, who okay, I got introduced to Alex Lee through the whiny bitch boy of Zenitsu. And then after that, it was pretty much just, like, all sexy men. What is happening? Lighter, whatever that guy in Solo Leveling's name is. He is very hot man voice. And, like, Silver is not soft boy entirely, but he's definitely, like, a bit more chilled out, a little more up here, sort of, but still, still, like, can tough. So I can imagine the tough part of it, but I don't think I have heard like Zenitsu, Alex Lee do a softer role. That is not to say he hasn't. That is just to say I don't remember seeing one, like personally watching it. But like I trust in Alex Lee. I think he's a great actor. They're all great actors, I'm assuming, from the ones I haven't heard. But I'm glad I'm glad Silver is someone I know. I'm glad Silver is voiced by someone I know and someone I like. So that makes me happy. And then finally, rounding this all off, we have Lilia, who, like, obviously, I know some people, when they were thinking about Lilia, they were afraid they were going to hire someone with a higher voice, which they didn't. They didn't. They hired Crispin Freeman, who, like, if you just scroll through his credits, it's just a lot of deep voice, deep men. So we're fine. And then I'm excited to hear him like combine said deep voice with the silliness that is Lilia, you know, the grandpa energy, the silly grandpa energy. Um, because at least the ones I remember looking at, they're all like, "Oh, these deep men are usually very serious, yada yada." So I'm looking forward to the unserious, deep voiced Lilia, if that made any fucking sense. But that's that. I have gone through all of these. I've probably sounded horrific. I have probably mispronounced almost every last name. Um, if I did not say, if I did not like say the voice actor's name before when verbally, then I will put it on the screen. Uh, but moving on from that, yesterday, uh, minor character voices got announced. The main one I'm thinking about is Damon Mills. Hell yeah, I love Damon Mills. I'm not gonna go yapping about it because we're at the end of this and it was only like brief thing, but I'm happy about that. I love Damon Mills. Um, and Riddle's mother was voiced by not the original Belle voice, but pretty much like every Princess Belle, Beauty and the Beast voiced after that. Oh my god. The fucking Belle from my goddamn Disney Princess Fairy Tale Wii game is coming to haunt me apparently. Which that everyone else um I'm also obviously I'm looking forward to like everyone, but I can't think of anything particular to say. It'll be fine. Um and then obviously to the team. Go look at the team. I can I will struggle to find them all without getting something wrong. I have to go edit this now. I will be reacting to it tomorrow. I don't know if it will be posted tomorrow, but I will record my reaction. I might do that for all the episodes. We'll see. You know, it's Disney property. Its copyright is going to be a fucking deal. um, I will I will watch the sub, but I will probably only record my reaction to the dub. Yes. Okay. Have have a good night, everyone.